Founded in 2013, NK Active have grown to become a leading musculoskeletal and rehabilitation clinic. Our team has a wealth of experience, and we all share the same goals of educating and empowering ourselves and our patients to make sure we're always learning, growing, and evolving our service.
NK Active is a private clinic which typically focuses on podiatry and MSK, so that's musculoskeletal injuries that may occur.
We are a podiatry and rehabilitation company, and we do all foot care. We do rehabilitation, exercise, and treat any sort of pain, neck, head, shoulder, down. We specialise in the lower limb.
When patients are recovering from surgery or injury, we use the AlterG Anti-Gravity Treadmill, a revolutionary approach to rehabilitation. Now our patients have the ability to defy gravity and work towards regaining function like never before.
I worked in professional football last season, so I saw it within that field with athletes. And pretty much every single injury that occurred, so the footballers would get onto the AlterG to make sure that we weren't losing any of that gait pattern cycle.
I've seen them before in a few different places, and it fits in really well. It has done in other places, and particularly here, it's fitting in really well.
Now, in this setting, what we do is for a range of people, whether that's people that aren't walking at the moment at all, so retraining their gait, those that are trying to lose weight due to knee osteoarthritis, or those that we are trying to get them back that are athletes and we're trying to not lose out that precious time because we have commitments with up and coming competitions.
Patients from every walk of life can now rehabilitate faster, safer, and with a reduced risk of re-injury.
It's to help with my ankles, particularly my right ankle. I've got a syndrome called Muller-Weiss, and so the navicular bone is not very happy.
I've experienced a little bit of pain in my hip. To be told that I've got to offload that hip quite a lot now, so it's fantastic. I can still keep the training, keep the mileage in the legs, and be able to use it for training, which is great.
I've had this injury for about 3 months now. It's spring ligament damage in my right foot. I've been using the AlterG, and that's been incredible at allowing me to run and perform sprinting, which I feel so passionate about.
So prior to my injury, I did physio and strength building exercises to try and build up the muscles around my hip to help relieve pain.
I hadn't tried anything until I came here. This was my first thing, so I was really lucky that this was on offer.
You know, for me, I've got to keep the leg moving, which is very hard, so I can do a lot of bike, which gets rather boring, and my passion is running. So this does offload the hip, which is great, so I'm able to keep that up, which is fantastic in my training.
I did a gait analysis, and then we talked about my injury and how Nick and his team could help improve things for me.
I suppose the other alternative would be hydrotherapy. It's a little bit more time consuming than hydrotherapy. You sort of need to have it really with an instructor, whereas the AlterG, I just have my first induction and then I'm off away on my own.
I do think that taking the weight off the joint so that I can exercise and use all the ligaments and muscles and things is really helping build up the strength around the injury. So yeah, I think it's really helping.
I'm able to maintain the body, which is good. So rather than making an injury worse, I'm able to work through certain things, which is good. Coming up for an indoor season, I still hope to compete. We have a lot of athletes that will be looking at something like this for sure.
I got on the for the first time and it was just incredible. I was allowed to run, sprint, which I never thought I would be able to do injured, and yeah, it's really good for you mentally, I guess, as well. It's great to measure progress as well, because if I didn't have this, thinking months and months of rehab, it can be quite demoralising. Whereas when I've had this, I can measure progress up 5% body weight or up 10% body weight. It's been really good mentally as well as physically.
I do feel sort of less, not as stiff afterwards. So yeah, I've been doing it twice a week, and it's definitely been helping.
I love running, it's my passion. So if I'm injured, I can't do that. So in order to be on this and running, it's amazing.